What up, what up, what up, Unbreakable Kicks Army. Yesterday was a crazy day regarding the Air Jordan 4 Black Canvas. Don't forget, those joints are actually dropping October 5th now, so we still got a couple days now. I woke up and checked prices. Prices is still up. Prices around, what, size 10 and up is like 300 plus. And I honestly feel like those are going to stay at that price range, even though sneakers is still going to drop pairs. Like, that is a shoe that I feel like people are going to hold on to. And then later on down the line, we're going to look up, that's going to be a $400 shoe. And y'all know what I was saying in the video yesterday. Fours equal, Shuby, finish it. Fours equal 400. Most of the Air Jordan 4s that dropped this year are almost on the verge of hitting 400 bucks, from the Air Jordan 4 Red Thunders, Air Jordan 4 Military Blacks. These Air Jordan 4s, after a couple months, I feel like gonna go up. The Air Jordan 4 My Years is gonna be about a $400-500 shoe. The Air Jordan 4 Midnight Navies, which hasn't dropped yet. I want to say those drop at the end of the month, but I feel like those gonna be a banger as well, Army. So 4s equal 400. So just keep that in mind. Only a couple Air Jordan 4s that dropped this year did not hit that 400. Even the infrared 4s are slowly starting to go back up. I remember when those dropped and I went to a sneaker event like a couple days later, it was so many people selling them for retail, I was just grabbing them. We also got a couple other Jordans that's dropping this week, Army, and I will be going live for those as well. Now, to today's video. And this video is a video I had encouraged Lil Bro Z Sneakerhead a while ago to drop, Army. I'm just like, bro, you do the mock-ups, and then we get the official images, and sometimes they look completely different. So I was like, bro, you should do a video, and I waited until he did the video, because, man, he created the mock-ups. I'm like, bro, you should do a video where you show the mock-up of a shoe compared to what we actually getting, and then you ask the audience, or you ask your followers. Of course, I'm going to ask the Army, which one do you like better? Do you like the mock-up, or do you like the actual release pair? So we're going to have some fun, Army, and we're going to check out some. So we're going to start with the most recent one, Army, the Air Jordan 4 Midnight Navies. Now, when we first seen the mock-up was beautiful. Basically, the fire red 4s, but whereas fire red, you had that navy colorway. But instead, we are getting these Air Jordan 4 Midnight Navies, but they're not using the fire red 4s as the color blocking. They are using the Air Jordan 4 White Cement as the color blocking. And I ain't gonna lie, Army, I was 50-50 when I first seen these. I'm just like, man, that original color blocking is not bad, but what we are also getting ain't bad either. So either one of these I would have been perfectly fine with, but if I gotta pick one, I'm going with that cement, Army. The cement on these joints right here, the ones that we are getting at the end of October, it just pops out more. The original mock-up is still plain, it's clean, but the retail pair that we get in, it's just something about these. And I'm still saying that this is maybe one of the best Air Jordan 4s that has dropped or that will be dropping, because a lot of people got these because of Memphis. But these joints are nice, Army. So for the first one, let me know which one you like better, either the mock-up or the retail pair. Army, for the next one hurt, Army. I ain't gonna lie. And the mock-up was so beautiful for these joints, man. And I'm talking about the Air Jordan 1 Royal Toes. So we got the mock-up versus what we actually got. Color blocking on the mock-up was perfect. It's basically the shattered backboard color blocking, the pine green, the court purple, the bread toe, the taxi. That's that color blocking, and that right there would have had me sold 100%. I personally do not have any Royal Toes in my collection, and it was the tongue that kind of threw me off. It was the color. I won't necessarily want to say the full colorway, because you see a lot of similarities, but it's that color blocking of that shattered backboard that is just like golden to me, and that's why I still feel like the taxi ones are still gonna go up. But right here, 100%, I gotta go with the mock-up pair being better than the retail pair that we got for the Jordan 1 Royal Toes. Next up, I'm on my year. So we got the Jordan 4 My Year supposedly dropping in November. Now, the original mock-up is very, very plain to me now that I'm looking at the retail pair. And hear me out. The mock-up pair is very similar to the Air Jordan 4 Military Blacks. Let's keep it a buck. All you gotta do is this burgundy crush that they have on a mock-up, change it to black. we got the military blacks, basically. The pair that we getting now, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I feel like I hyped up the retail pair a little bit too much because I'm just like, these 4s are cool. I'm still rocking with the My Year 3 still being the best. The 4s are nice, man. I just think they could have been better. If I had to choose between the 4s and the 12s, I'm going to go with the My Year 12s over these 4s right here. They cool. They cool. And just because they throw a Nike Air on the back, just because they are a collab, I cannot just say this is the Air Jordan 4 of the year, because now just really looking, I'm still putting those Midnight Navies over these joints. Like, I'm going to just keep it a buck. Yes, I will have the My Year 4s, but if I was to go and pick between the mock-up and the retail pair, simply because the mock-up is very close to the military blacks, I will have to go with the retail pair on this one, Army. And again, in the comment section below, let me know how y'all feel about all of these as well. Next up, we got the mock-up on the Air Jordan 1 Electro Orange, what they should have been compared to what we got. Now again, I gotta go with the mock-up. It's just something about when Z Sneakerhead do these mock-ups, it's like he know what we as sneakerheads like. So I feel like when he see the mock-ups, he hear these colorways, because most of the time he get the mock-up, he has the actual visual of the shoe. And sometimes when the mock-up is different from the retail pair, you know, he has the colorway, and you know, he got to tweak and work out the things that he do. And even now, you know, a year later, looking at the Electro Orange was not a bad shoe. It was just too much white on this shoe right here. And I feel like if they would have had that heel of the shoe, that orange colorway, and the top like we have in the mock-up, these would have been crazy. This would have been another part of that shattered backboard family. And the mock-up actually has a Jordan 1 black toe color blocking, and that's why I feel like any Air Jordan 1 that has a Jordan 1 OG color blocking, it's always gonna sell. And I feel like that's why the retail pair flopped, because it had too much white in it. So for this one, again, I'm going with the mock-up. Next up, we got the mock-up. Y'all already know what I'm about to say for this one. We got the Air Jordan 4 University Blues, the mock-up versus what we actually got. And I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm not even about to act like the mock-up was that much better. The only thing that killed the retail pair, and I'm not even going to talk about the tongue, I'm just going to talk about the cement that they put on there. Had they took away the cement and just kept the wings and that midsole black, I would have been all here for it. Because I ain't going to lie, for the mock-up pair, that white outsole, I'm not really digging it, because you got the white on the outsole, which leads to part of the midsole, and that white just kind of throws it off. Black midsole with the black eyelets, that would have been the perfect Air Jordan 4, and y'all will never hear me dog that shoe. But since they put that cement on it, to me, it just don't look right. It don't look right at all, Army. So y'all let me know which one is better between the mock-up and the retail pair for these as well. Next up, we got the Air Jordan 3 Desert Elephants. The mock-up was 100% better. It was basically an aged black cement 3. Black cement 3 being my favorite OG Air Jordan 3. Black cement 3s honestly may be my favorite OG Air Jordan of all time, Army. I honestly feel like that is the best original Jordan to ever release, is the black cement 3. Then we can get to the Concords and the Breads, but that black cement 3 saved Jordan brand in general. To me, that's the best OG. And to give me an aged version of that, which would have been cool, because we get into white cement 3s next year with the whole vintage look, this right here would have been perfect. But what they did to these Desert Elephants, I just couldn't get jiggy with them at all. And the elephant print on the Air Jordan 3 makes or break the shoe. The reason why the Desert Elephants didn't look that good to me is because, for me, I like defined elephant print on my Air Jordan 3s. I do. I like to see the grooves. I like to see, you know, the structure of the Air Jordan 3, the elephant print on it. But retail pair we got, it just really looked like a slob of suede that they just threw on the toe cap and the heel of the shoe, and I wasn't really, you know, digging it like that, man. So of course I gotta go with the mock-up. Next up, we got the Air Jordan 6 UNCs. Now these are very similar. The only difference, and again, I gotta go with the mock-up. The mock-up actually has like that obsidian blue, and we know UNC is basically the Carolina blue with that obsidian blue and white. That's generally what I think about when I think of a UNC colorway. Jordan Brand took away the obsidian blue on the midsole and on the spoiler, and they switched it out with black. I don't know why they did that. The mock-up is 100% better. The mock-up just screams more UNC. And, you know, seeing the two different shades of blue from the UNC and the Obsidian reminds me of the Obsidian 12s, UNC 9s that we got a couple years ago. That Carolina and that Obsidian blue together, to me, is just a matchup. So, yet again, Army, I gotta go with the mock-ups for these. Next up, we got the mock-up for the Air Jordan 4 Starfish. Now, I'm pretty sure 99.9% of the people are gonna go with the mock-up. These are some crazy fours. Crazy fours. A lot of people was disappointed at the retail pair, but the retail pair is low-key busting right now. I remember the retail pair sitting. Nobody wanted the retail pair of these Starfish 4s. Because once you see the mock-up and how beautiful the mock-up look, these joints are dope. The mock-ups are dope. Nike needs to just sign these sneakerhead and just, you know, release all of the mock-up pairs that he has versus the retail pair, because they all smack. Especially with Jordan 4s being a new wave, especially with the shattered backboard colorway still holding a little bit of weight. I feel like it's slowly starting to diminish though. A lot of people don't really get that hype when they hear shattered backboard or a Starfish colorway anymore, but these joints right here were nice. Next up, we got the Air Jordan 5 Anthracite. I'm hit or miss with either or. Retail pair wasn't terrible, but that, I guess the mock-up still does look better. It's just the two-tone on the black. You have that ashy black or the ashy gray, and then you have just like the deep black compared to just a solid Air Jordan 5. The top pair does honestly look better. But seeing how I'm not a fan of either one, I'm still going to have to rock with the mock-up over the retail pair. And I feel like that's honestly how it's been. I think the only one that I did like the retail pair over the mock-up was for the Air Jordan 4 my years. And last but not least, Army, we got the mock-up on the Air Jordan 1 Shattered Backboard 3.0. I feel like out of all of the mock-ups that we've seen, this is the one that really just had a lot of people talking, because we didn't like that glazed donut overlay that they put on it, that glossy look. But I do feel like over the years, people have become more prone to the SBB 3.0s, and it's not a bad colorway. The colorway is pretty much the same, but that mock-up still looks better, Army. It just would have fit better with the family of all leather. I think the all leather is what really would have had a lot of people sold. Even the black outsole, it still looks better with this color blocking. I say literally 95% of the mock-ups are always better than the retail pairs, Army. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this list in the comment section below. So Army, do not forget to list how you feel about the mock-ups versus the retail. Just let me see all of them. I'm definitely going to check out the comments for this, Army, just to see if we eye to eye with how some of these mock-ups versus the retail pairs look. And other than that, Army, I still got more content for you guys. I got another unboxing that I'm going to do for you guys tomorrow. We got plenty of content this week, man, so make sure that notification bell is hit. And if you rocked with this video, man, make sure y'all leave your boy a thumbs up. And other than that, you got your boy Unbreakable. You got the Unbreakable vote. Unbreakable Army, stand strong like always. Most importantly, hug your loved ones and, of course, remain humble. And we out.
I hit Unbreakable for the Yeezys. He the plug, call him when I need him. These old's tough, but he get him easy. Yours old, him first season. Them most beefy, looking like two lefts. Two lefts, cause your ass taking nail.